Still black screened. Lost connection to the game world. Yep. Luckily I'm broadcasting this because this is literally getting bullshit. Let's go back in the tower and see what happens again. The fucking tower. The only place that doesn't have fucking enemies in the helm. 2. You get fucking error code. Do a raid, error code. Do a private match, get error code, contacting Destiny servers. I can't literally go nowhere. I can't even go to a single place without getting contacting the server. Let's see what happens again. I'll just walk around for a little bit, see if it kicks me out again. Then I'm probably gonna end the broadcast afterwards. Let's see how many fucking error codes happens in the next 10 minutes. So, I'm at the tower now. Actually no, let's go to private match. Because that's what happened with the black screen last time. So let's go to private match. Because Crucible matchmaking isn't down. So, let's go ahead and do this. Play by myself. Let's see what happens. I swear to God, if it black screens me again, I'm gonna be pissed off. So I'm gonna stand next to a, I'm just gonna emote right next to the edge so I can just kill myself right there and then. And right now, Fancy, this is live, so I'll let you know if it happens again. Because it just kicked me out of the tower. I'm in a private match by myself. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, this doesn't have edges, so I need to go to a map that has an edge. Let's go to Rumble. Let's go to Altar of Flame. Let's make it to 15. Let's go. Let's see what happens. 6:05 Eastern time right now. December the 2nd, 2022. Right, there's the cutscene. Just gonna run around for a little bit. Let's see what happens.
I'm sad. I want to play Infinite Warfare, but I don't have it.
I'm already prestige, and I'm level 72 right now.
No, the newest one.
Yeah, that's what I
Modern
was talking about.
Warfare.
Modern Warfare 2 I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about Modern Warfare.
Which Call of Duty then?
I'm talking about Infinite.
Infinite Warfare?
I love that game. That
There's
story was fantastic and so sad.
yes, but there's already no point even doing Infinite Warfare. It's already covered with anti-hack, aim bots and fucking wall hacks.
I don't
Uh,
give a shit about multiplayer mode. I'm talking about the fucking campaign.
the campaign was good, yes.
The
It's still,
campaign was fantastic.
I still wish that they add a little bit more missions and so you have something else to do, so you're not completely getting done with the thing so quickly. Because I beat the campaign within about maybe 2 days, 3 days. And that's by doing like 6 missions a day or more. Because back then I was completely bored and didn't really have anyone to play with in Call of Duty. So I just did the campaign. So far, it's been 7 minutes and no error codes.
God damn it.
What?
He smacked me right as my fucking potion charged up.
Hmm. Oh, did you hear what they're doing for compilation? Assassin's Creed. That's Destiny 2's next season armor pieces. Ubisoft. Well, technically crossover, not compilation. Eight minutes has been. Anytime now, game. If you're gonna use fucking contacting Destiny servers, this is the time to do it. I don't know what the fuck Bungie did, but whatever they did, they fucked up Destiny completely. They should have just left the fucking game alone. Because either the team doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, or they literally fucked up completely. Like, you should fucking test the fucking game for 3 hours. Any fucking problem comes up, fix it immediately. That's how game creators are supposed to do it. I wish in Destiny you can have like bots like in Call of Duty, so you can practice. At least have like a practice range, so you can sit there and practice your guns, see which one's good. Put the same health as the Guardians, change the difficulties of the bots, and go at it. That's what they should do. Especially for new lights, when they don't know what the fuck they're doing, they can easily practice so they can get better in PvE and PvP. Alright, for the next 9 minutes, I'm just gonna emote. So far, so good. 12 minutes has been. I love the fact that when I'm live broadcast, it doesn't happen. When I'm not, it fucking happens. Don't you just love it? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I'm watching your video right now. Yep. Yep, I've seen it. Wait, how many videos do you have? 61. Damn, you don't really broadcast, do you?
No.
Huh?
No.
I mean, the type of shit that you do, you should start broadcasting. But I seen what you mean. I just watched your video and I'm one of your subscribers.
I can't play when fucking
Broadcast at the same time.
broadcasting and shit. It kind of feels like a chore, but also I'm very burned out on Destiny at the moment.
Yeah, I just want them to fix this fucking problem so I can get back to raiding. So I stop getting kicked down the fucking raid because of errors. It's literally like fucking D1 over again. Yeah, it's seeing what you meant when you got past the door. Your fucking jump fucked up. During the flawless run.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, now I know what you meant. Wow, 17 minutes and nothing happened. I guess I have to have somebody in here for the error code to happen. Because I'm doing private match right now by myself. Let's see if it error codes me again. Let's try a different map. And let's put it down to 10 minutes. I'm gonna put the same weapons I had on. See if it triggers it. Oh, and I got Cataclysmic with Dragonfly and Bane switch. Adapt. Is that good or no?
4th time's bait and switch is what you want. You see, posted another video. Oh, damn.
Set to reside at the top of a mountainous ridge. This settlement once held a series of grotesque experiments, which eventually became the final resting place of an unworldly weapon. Today on the gun bench, we have the Wolf's Bane, the finely decorated antique revolver, widely remembered for its regal design and gruesome backstory, which ties it to the origins of one of the four lords. Now that we have it in our hands, let's take a look into its treasured appearance and learn how this weapon became known as the Bane. The model 1851 Wolf's Bane had its debut appearance in Resident Evil Village as the first and only magnum obtainable during the story of the game. Once players have encountered the Duke at the altar, we will mark additional regions onto Ethan's map, serving as pinpoints to the upcoming treasures obtainable through exploration. One of these unclaimed treasures is labeled as Moreau's hidden weapon, and when the time has come for Ethan to approach the southern region, the passage leading up to this hidden treasure is indicated as a laboratory. This gate is locked by an unusual mechanism, and as such, players are led to receiving onward. To unlock this gate, players must retrieve the crank used to operate windmills of the reservoir, and ascend back to the locked gate to utilize it here. Once unlocked, the aforementioned laboratory lies at the end of this path ahead, concealing a hidden weapon trapped inside. The front door reading, it's locked from the other side. But by entering through a broken wall in the back, you can discover an illustrious revolver kept on a laboratory bench inside of a silk-lined chest. Upon acquiring and examining this weapon, its description reads, Model 1851 Wolf's Bane, a revolver that uses magnum rounds, incredible firepower and piercing ability, said to be effective against werewolves. And while the last phrase definitely catches intrigue, this bit of information is properly supported by a diary of Salvatore Moreau left beside. The Model 1851 Wolf's Bane was once a weapon possessed by Salvatore Moreau as one of the four house lords in the Village of Shadows. Despite his appearance, Salvatore Moreau once held the form of a man and was given the role to oversee the lakeside region of the village, which had once been home to a fishing community before it became flooded in years to come. Alongside this, Salvatore held the responsibility of conducting research in a lab that overlooked the lake's view, inherited into his will by Mother Miranda. His experiments involved the implantation of an engineered parasite localized to the region, commonly known as the Cadeau, by using nearby settlers of the village as primary test subjects in his research. Cadeau had
Trying to test to see if this is happening. Trying to figure out why I got black screen last time.
Into a belligerent wolf-like creature known as the Lycan, resembling wolfman of
So I'm
old
trying to
tales.
see if I can trigger it.
While the Lycans were considered a failure as a vessel, Moreau decided to test the response of wolf's blood being injected into the subject's spine. On his very first attempt, it resulted in a far more ferocious beast, which ended up killing his laboratory assistant. And as a result, Moreau had it locked away in a cage due to its unpredictable, violent nature, and was given its earned name as the Bordelak, which is a translation of werewolf in the native tongue. Bordelak is the most transformed version of them, that's almost shrouded by long fur and a wolf-like quadrupedal stance. Their abilities are well beyond the limits of other lichens, and increased size only exaggerates their deadliness. Because of this, it's presumed the wolf's bane was created specifically for Moreau to euthanize these enraged experiments, which stands behind the origins of this revolver's name. The Model
5 minutes to
1851
spend,
wolf's bane is an
and no error
impressive
code. What the
realistic
fuck?
firearm, and is predominantly based on the real-life weapon sharing its namesake, as the Colt Model 1851 Navy, specifically the second
Damn,
generation. Despite it being a 36
Let's give it
caliber
tower.
percussion revolver, Wolf's Bane is a cartridge conversion model, chambered in a 50 caliber round, and as such is characterized by an enlarged bore, shown through its massive barrel and fluted cylinder, both of which are completely unique to this particular Model 1851. But perhaps Gus is its richly detailed
Yeah, give me 1
presentation.
second. I got you, someone. Come on, load PS4, thank you.
Cylinder. This model is made complete by a set of carved ivory grips that feature a heraldic wolf placed in a gold relief, along with Gothic print inlaid on each side of the barrel, which reads, Fiat voluntas tua, translated from Latin as thy will be done. Once obtained, the wolf's bane becomes readily equipped in the hands of the player, and after setting foot outside of the lab, the Bordelak will have revealed itself from the corners of this settlement, encouraging players to take this enemy on, the perfect tool in hand. Placement of 3 well-aimed shots, the wolf's bane lives up to its namesake by delivering increased damage against both lichens and werewolves.
Question is, will it kick me out
Very
again?
useful addition to Ethan's arsenal for the upcoming Stronghold segment of the game. In use,
And
this
still
revolver
loads
is
of no one in
single-action
here.
design, which means the hammer has to be cocked prior to each shot fired, slowing down the gun's rate of fire immensely. A Luckily, there is a master gunsmith who can alleviate this issue, for a price, of course. During your next visit at the Duke's Emporium, performance upgrades will now be available for the Wolf's Bane, and if you weren't able to obtain it from exploration, it will still be available for purchase after arrival at Heisenberg's factory, sold at the price of 120,000 Li. And aside from performance upgrades, the Duke also sells an increased capacity cylinder for the Wolf's Bane, which allows for the further enhancement of stats beyond the limits of the gunsmithing. However, there is another attachment to be discovered, which can be found by searching the operating room of the factory, revealing a briefcase with a long barrel for the Wolf's Bane. With these modifications attached, the long barrel improves the Magnum's destructive power, and the cylinder increases the base capacity from 5 to 7 rounds. When fully upgraded, the Wolf's Bane becomes an ideal weapon to be used during boss fights, and is effective against more than just werewolves due to its sheer firepower, which will carry on to become the most powerful weapon in your arsenal until the very end of the game. This gun wisely, as the bullets used to feed this beast are extremely scarce throughout the story. These rounds may simply appear as the Magnum ammo, but are encased in a distinctively ornate container, decorated with the visage of a wolf placed neatly in the center. When examined, its description reads, 50 caliber Magnum cartridges, packed with powder for a powerful shot that can pierce most armor, with tons of alliteration. If you ask us, this description seems like a missed opportunity to denote the Wolf's Bane rounds as silver bullets, considering the Wolf's Bane's unique effect against werewolves and its connection to the age-old folklore passed down through generations, although it's never officially confirmed in the game. But perhaps this was once the case, if they were originally intended to be included as specialty rounds. Out of all of the decorative arms found in Village, the Model 1851 Wolf's Bane stood out as a monumental discovery in Ethan's travels, and is crowned as the most alluring piece in his collection. But in contrast to its elegant presentation, this weapon serves as a brutal means for execution, given its ability to obliterate lichens ever so lavishly. As the long-lost treasure of Salvatore Moreau, there isn't much else known about the history of this mysterious weapon, who actually created it, or
If you
how
just
it attained
joined,
its
I'm trying to see if
supernatural
it
effect against
air codes me again.
werewolves, leaving many of these details up for speculation. While it's become an instant favorite among fans of the series, it's now widely welcomed into the line of memorable weapons from Resident Evil. So, that's it for the Model 1851. The extravagant, decorated 19th century revolver, historically known for its intended use against werewolves. Be sure to check out our Kendo Gun Shop merchandise. Our first 2 shirt and sticker designs are now available. You can find a link to the shop down below. If you'd like to help the Kendo Gun Shop expand its business past Raccoon City, share the video with your friends to help spread the word, or feel free to leave us a tip over at our Patreon, link in the description. Make sure to leave us a comment on what guns in the series you would like to see a video on next, and don't forget to come back and visit us at the gun shop for more content about the firearms of Resident Evil.
Hey, Fancy.
What's up?
I've been recording for the last 29 minutes and only 1 error code. But I don't understand why it kicked us out and King's Hall. I've done Prime Match twice. I went to the tower twice. If for some reason when I broadcast, it does not error code me. When I don't broadcast, it fucking error codes me like hell. But since I've been broadcasting for the last 20 minutes, well, 29 minutes, almost 30 minutes, it has not error coded me since the first minute. Because they completely kicked me out of the tower. Let's see if it gets the find spawn location. Yeah, it's only when I don't broadcast shit happens. And when I broadcast, nothing happens. For some reason, your game crashed, but mine didn't. I don't understand it at all. You know, we're both in the same session in Kingston. Let's see. No. The tower is back to normal until I end the broadcast, more likely. And more likely, fucking error code me. I don't know what Bungie did, but whatever they did, they fucked it up. Completely, capital F, fucked it up. Can't even do Crucible, can't even do Strikes, can't even do Nightfall, can't even do Raids. Without threat of being error coded. Wait, what error code did you get? Fancy. Oh, come on, I was in the hole. Just put me in the fucking hole.
Welcome, Joseph Kendo here. Today, we'll be talking about the
Oh,
Silver
you.
Serpent, the highly customized Cult Anaconda crafted
I didn't
masterfully with
sprint.
Star's Alpha Team member, Barry Burton. Before we get into the Silver Serpent, let's take a brief moment to talk about the man himself. By 1998, Barry was already an accomplished individual.
Just give me in the
He was a
vagina hole,
former
damn it.
airman with an exceptional knowledge of firearms, as well as having served in the same unit as fellow Starsman, Chris Redfield. Chris and I go back a long way. Alright. He would go on to join Star's Alpha Team sometime after leaving the Air Force as their backup man, his role being to supply and maintain weapons for his compatriots. Now, let's get to the real star of the show.
Just error code me already.
Was custom made for Barry Burton by the legendary gunsmith Joseph Kendo.
Because when I'm not broadcasting, you fucking error code me.
And the brother of Kendo gun shop owner Robert or Bob Kendo. Starting life as a Colt Anaconda, a premium 44 Magnum revolver produced by Colt in the early 90s. The only thing that would remain unchanged on the Silver Serpent would be the frame. Starting out front, the most notable modification would be the barrel and its accompanying underlug. Silver Serpent is sporting a bull barrel for added stiffness and increased accuracy, as well as a PVC-style heavy underlug underneath the barrel for added weight in the front to help tame the recoil of the 44 Magnum cartridge. The Silver Serpent also boasts an
Stop fucking me, game.
While the positives and negatives of a traditional fluted
I want
versus
to
a
get in the
non-fluted
fucking
cylinder
hole.
can be argued. I think we can all agree that the unfluted cylinder
Don't
really
take that
lends
out of
itself well
context.
to the aesthetic of Barry's revolver. Next up, we have the wooden grips. These grips are inlaid with gold medallions on each side, as well as being checkered in the front and sides of the grip to provide a better surface to hold on to. In fact, the texture for Barry's Silver Serpent indicates that B. Burton was meant to be engraved into the grip. Didn't make it into the game, however, but the B. Burton engraving can still be seen in the grip's texture file. As for the rest of the customizations done to the Silver Serpent, the revolver also features an adjustable rear sight, a brass bead front sight, and an enlarged hammer.
There we go.
Silver Serpent is the primary weapon wielded by Barry Burton in the Resident Evil remake, where it made its first in-game appearance. In the original Resident Evil, however, we saw Barry with a different Magnum, the Colt Python, the 357 Magnum little brother to the Colt Anaconda. While the Python didn't survive the transition into the remake as Barry's personal firearm, there is, however, another Silver Serpent, of unknown origin, that's based off of the Python and chambered in 357 Magnum. It can be acquired by solving the optional puzzle with the headstones in the courtyard. Barry's Silver Serpent, on the other hand, can also be acquired in the remake, effectively giving the player 2 Silver Serpents. To get Barry's, though, you'll have to make a grave sacrifice. I don't want to steer your hand. Very Silver Serpent can one-shot almost every boss in the league. With the exception of the Tyrant in his second battle, and Lisa Trevor. Barry's revolver only has 6 shots. While that is more than enough to kill anything you use, I don't recommend you use this special revolver on the more common enemies. It's best suited for boss fights.
Bad part is about this glitch, you can't get out unless you respawn to the center.
The appearance of this gun until Resident Evil 5. Mercenaries reunion is very big against appearance, and he's armed with the Silver Serpent once again. Barry would return in his Resident Evil Remake Stars attire. That being said, he carries the revolver in his leather holster leaf on his flak vest. During gameplay, the Silver Serpent.
Alright guys, this is not doing it now, I'm gonna end it now. I'll see you guys tomorrow.